Do you ever feel stuck when trying to speak English? Maybe the words are on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't express yourself confidently. It can be really frustrating, right? Well, here's some good news. The key to speaking better English might be simpler than you think: reading books. Reading isn't just about learning new words. It's about seeing how those words come together in real conversations, and that's what makes all the difference. In this video, I'll show you how reading can help you improve your speaking skills, not just your vocabulary. I'll also share inspiring stories and tips to help you make reading a habit. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Why reading is essential for speaking better English. You might think that improving your spoken English is all about learning vocabulary and grammar, but the real magic comes from reading. When you read regularly, you create a mental library that enhances your language skills. This library doesn't just store words, it helps you understand sentence structures, idioms, and expressions that you can easily use in everyday conversations. Reading also helps you develop a natural sense of rhythm and tone in English. When you read books, you get a feel for how English sentences flow and when to use certain expressions or tones. It's like having a guide that helps you choose the right words at the right time. Now, think about it. If you were just memorizing words and phrases through rote learning, you'd be following a formula. But when you read books, you learn the language in a more natural way. For example, if you come across the phrase "I was on cloud nine" in a book, you understand its meaning in context and can use it confidently in conversations. On the other hand, rote learning might leave you memorizing phrases without truly understanding their meaning or context. Reading also helps you use words correctly by teaching you their context. For instance, if you only translate the phrase "break a leg," you might get confused. But when you read it in the context of a performance or play, you understand that it's an expression wishing someone good luck. This is just one simple example, but it shows how reading helps you use words in the right context. As you continue to read, you'll notice how naturally and effectively you begin to use words and phrases, because you understand their true meaning and context. Reading not only boosts your vocabulary but also gives you a deeper understanding of the language, helping you speak with confidence and accuracy. Benefits of reading for fluency and confidence. Enhanced vocabulary. One of the most significant benefits of reading is how it helps you naturally expand your vocabulary. Unlike traditional memorization methods, reading exposes you to new words and phrases in context, allowing you to understand their meaning and how to use them correctly. This context-based learning makes it easier to remember words and incorporate them into your daily conversations. For example, when you read fiction or nonfiction, you often come across words that might not be part of your everyday speech. In novels like The Alchemist, words like destiny, journey, and persistence are used in ways that make their meanings clear and memorable. By seeing these words used in sentences, you learn not just their meanings, but also the right situations to use them. In nonfiction books, you'll encounter specialized vocabulary that helps you understand particular topics better. For instance, a book on business or leadership will introduce you to terms like entrepreneurship, visionary, and networking. Over time, these words become part of your natural vocabulary, and you start using them in real conversations. Reading constantly provides opportunities to learn new words and apply them immediately. Pronunciation and speaking style. Another benefit of reading is how it can improve your pronunciation and speaking style. When you read aloud, you practice articulating words and sounds, which can significantly improve your overall pronunciation. By hearing the rhythm of the language and practicing speaking the words out loud, you can train your tongue and vocal cords to produce sounds more accurately. A great way to improve your pronunciation is by mimicking the dialogue of characters in books. If you read a book with engaging dialogues, like those in The Alchemist or Pride and Prejudice, you can try speaking in the characters' voices. This exercise helps you practice different tones, pitches, and speaking rhythms. Mimicking these characters not only improves your pronunciation but also teaches you the natural cadence and flow of English speech. For example, when you read a conversation between two characters, try to imagine how they would speak, paying attention to their tone and emotions. If one character is excited, you'll notice how their words might come out quicker or with more emphasis. By practicing this way, you can start to incorporate similar speaking styles into your own conversations. This can help you sound more confident and expressive, making your speech more engaging and fluent. In addition to pronunciation, reading aloud also helps with intonation, which is the rise and fall of your voice during speech. English has a specific rhythm that, when mastered, can make you sound more natural. Practicing with books not only helps with pronunciation but also builds a strong foundation for speaking with the right intonation and emphasis. Reading is a powerful tool for improving your fluency and confidence in speaking English. It enhances your vocabulary, helps you understand sentence structures, and gives you the practice you need to improve pronunciation and speaking style. By making reading a regular habit, you'll find yourself becoming more fluent, confident, and capable of expressing yourself in English. Reading and other learning methods. When it comes to learning English, there are many options available: watching videos, attending language classes, or practicing with others. However, reading offers a unique advantage that many of these methods simply can't match: immersive and flexible learning. Reading is an immersive experience. When you read a book, you dive deep into the language, absorbing new words, sentence structures, and expressions naturally. Unlike watching videos or attending classes, reading allows you to engage with the language in your own time, at your own pace. Control over your learning pace. One of the biggest benefits of reading is the ability to pause and reflect. In a video or class, you might feel rushed or pressured to keep up with the content. But with books, you have complete control. If you don't understand a sentence, you can stop, reread, and look up words you don't know. This flexibility helps you learn at your own pace, without feeling overwhelmed. Low-pressure environment. Unlike language classes, where you might feel anxious about speaking in front of others, reading provides a low-pressure environment. There's no need to worry about making mistakes, because you're learning in private. You can focus solely on understanding the material and improving your skills, without the stress of live conversations. Over time, this relaxed approach builds confidence and fluency naturally. How to get started with reading for English fluency. Starting to read in English can be a bit intimidating, but with the right approach, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can improve. Let's break it down step by step, so you can begin your journey toward better fluency today. Step 1. Start small. If you're new to reading in English, it's important to start with manageable content. Begin with short stories, graded readers, books written specifically for language learners, or children's books. These materials use simple language and are easier to understand, helping you build confidence before moving on to more complex texts. As you become more comfortable, you can gradually challenge yourself with longer and more advanced materials. Step 2. Read what interests you. The key to making reading enjoyable and effective is choosing books that excite you. Whether it's fiction, biographies, or self-help books, pick something that you're passionate about. When you enjoy what you're reading, it's easier to stay motivated, and you'll naturally be more engaged with the language. If you're fascinated by history, try reading a biography or a historical novel. If you love adventure, dive into a fiction story. Step 3. Take notes. While you read, keep a notebook or an app handy to jot down new words or phrases you encounter. Write down their meanings and try to use them in your own sentences. By practicing these words in conversations, you'll solidify them in your memory. Taking notes is a simple yet powerful way to enhance your vocabulary and make sure you're retaining what you read. Step 4. Read aloud. Reading aloud is a great way to improve both pronunciation and speaking rhythm. Choose a passage or dialogue from your book that you really like, and read it aloud to practice your speaking style. Try to mimic the tone, rhythm, and pronunciation of the characters. This will help you develop a natural flow when speaking English and improve your overall speaking skills. Step 5. Set a routine. Consistency is key when it comes to building any new habit. Set aside 15 to 30 minutes each day to read in English. Even if you only have a short amount of time, reading every day will make a noticeable difference over time. The more you read, the more your vocabulary, grammar, and confidence will grow. By sticking to a routine, you'll see steady progress, and soon, reading in English will feel like second nature. Book recommendations for beginners. Here are a few books that are perfect for beginners looking to improve their English fluency. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. This classic tale uses simple language and offers valuable life lessons. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, a wonderful story with clear and inspiring language that will help you learn new vocabulary. Short story collections in simple English. These collections are great for short, engaging reads that help you practice without feeling overwhelmed. By starting with these beginner-friendly options and following the steps above, you'll gradually build your fluency and confidence in speaking English. The key is to enjoy the process and make it a regular part of your life. Happy reading! Addressing common challenges. While reading in English can be incredibly rewarding, it's natural to face a few challenges along the way. But don't worry. These obstacles are part of the learning process, and with the right strategies, you can overcome them and keep moving forward. Understanding complex language. Sometimes, when you read a book in English, you might come across words or phrases that are difficult to understand. This can be frustrating, but there are simple ways to deal with it. One of the most effective methods is to use a dictionary or online tools like Google Translate or Word Reference to look up unfamiliar words. Many language learners also use apps that let you highlight words and instantly get definitions. This helps you understand the meaning of the words without interrupting your reading flow too much. Also, start with books that are written for English learners. These books often use simpler language and gradually introduce more challenging words, allowing you to learn at your own pace. The goal is to pick books that are just challenging enough to expand your vocabulary, but not so difficult that you feel discouraged. Staying consistent. One of the biggest hurdles in improving your fluency through reading is staying consistent. Life gets busy, and sometimes it feels hard to make time for reading. But consistency is key to progress. To build a reading habit, try these simple tips. Join a book club. This is a great way to stay motivated, as you'll have a group of people who share the same goal. Book clubs also offer a chance to discuss what you've read, which helps reinforce your learning. Track your progress. Keep a record of the books you've read or set small reading goals, e.g., I will read 10 pages every day. You can also use apps that track your reading time and books completed. These visual reminders will help you stay focused. Set a specific time each day. Dedicate a small part of your day to reading, whether it's in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. By making reading part of your routine, it will become easier to stay consistent. Overcoming fear of mistakes. Many learners fear making mistakes when speaking or reading in English. But remember, mistakes are part of the learning process. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve. Instead of focusing on perfection, embrace the learning process. Don't be afraid to make errors when reading out loud or trying new words in conversations. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the language. Try to focus on the progress you've made, not just the mistakes. Celebrate the new words you've learned, the books you've finished, and the conversations you've had in English. This will keep you motivated and remind you that every step forward is a victory. The long-term impact of reading on your life. The benefits of reading go beyond just improving your English skills. Over time, regular reading can boost your confidence, not only in speaking but also in writing. You'll find that you can express yourself more clearly, understand others better, and feel more comfortable in conversations. In addition, reading opens up better job opportunities. With a strong vocabulary, improved grammar, and fluent speaking skills, you become a more attractive candidate in any professional setting. Your ability to express ideas clearly will set you apart. Moreover, reading gives you a broader understanding of cultures and the world around you. Whether you're reading fiction, biographies, or nonfiction, books offer valuable insights into different societies, histories, and ways of life. This helps you develop a global perspective, which is invaluable in today's interconnected world. To wrap up, reading is one of the most effective ways to improve your vocabulary, grammar, and fluency. It helps build your confidence and encourages personal growth. Plus, the stories you read can motivate you to aim higher and push past your limits. So, why wait? Pick up a book today, read a few pages, and start noticing how it improves your English speaking skills and transforms your life. Remember, each word you read brings you closer to fluency. And who knows? The book you choose today could be the one that changes your future.
If you liked this video and found it useful, be sure to catch our next one. We've got an exciting and engaging topic ready to help you practice your listening skills. Click here to watch and keep improving your English.